All right, speaking of this heat and the dry that's out there, 6 consecutive days we've had triple-digit temperatures. That's the end of the month of July, but today we get there again, making it 7 days in a row of 100 degrees or hotter. And over the weekend, we got a text message from Jackie, who remembers that temperature on Friday of 104 degrees that tied a record that she even says going back to 1934. Jackie's paying attention. So was global warming an issue that year, too, back in 1934, she wants to know. So that's a question we brought to meteorologist Bree Eggers to see if she could help us out to answer it. Bree?
You know, Brian, it's a really common question when we see those records being set, even or especially so when it's in the early 1900s or in the late 1800s, because records go all the way back to 1875. Wanted to show you, we'll start with this, because it's a great question from Jackie. Looking at our consecutive stretches of triple-digit days, you mentioned it. We saw a 6-day stretch this year and a 7-day stretch this year. It ends today. Thankfully, relief is on the way. But then you see some of these dates, 1931, 1875. You're talking about looking at a stretch of days, so looking at a very small period in time. So let's look at the bigger picture. Let's look at the top hottest summers on record, taking it all the way back to 1875. That's looking at the temperatures for June, July, and August. And I'll just step away so you can look at this list here. Now, there may be one glaring number that you're looking at, and this would take it back to Jackie's point of 1934. How about the 8th spot here, the 8th hottest summer, 1961. Okay, so maybe that could be an argument. It was hot back then too. It made it in the list of top 10s, but you see that the rest of the top 10 lists here, all in the years of the 2000s. So then I took a look at the 40 hottest summers on record for Boise, again in 146 years of records. And I broke those 146 years of records into a roughly 30-year chunks. So a 30-year chunk here, a 30-year chunk here, and a 30-year chunk here to see how many times one of those years in that span made it into the top 40 hottest summers. And you'll notice the increase in frequency here, 24, so more than half of the top 40 hottest summers on record have occurred within the last 3 decades. And the same applies for the hottest Julys on record as well. In fact, this past July goes down in Boise records as the 8th hottest July on record. And last year was the hottest summer on record for Boise. We'll be right back with the 208 after a quick break.